We've got like 4.5 minutes left in the boil. I'm going to show you this yeast if I can. There we go. This is, man, I can't see the screen. Anyway, the WLP 005, what I've noticed with the British yeast is that it's a very coagulating yeast, so it kind of all likes to stick together. You don't want to take this straight out of the fridge and put it into a 70-degree wort. It'll thermal shock those yeast. They'll throw up their protective stuff, and well, basically you'll hurt them. So this has been out about 3 hours, but I kept it in a dark cabinet. Just before pitching, I just like to shake it up, get it kind of spread out. See, now it's more milky. That's just yeast in there. Pretty cool. 3.5 minutes left, and then we'll show you the ice bath and everything that goes along with it. Now this is why I like the bigger pot. You've got such a small amount of wort in here and such a big pot that it's very easy to slosh this around and get it cool relatively quickly. What I want to avoid is getting the water line higher than the wort because the pot starts floating. So we'll get it up here. You hear the ice is going crazy. The water is a little bit. Don't forget to put the plug down in the drain. So all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to whirl it around a little bit. As the ice melts, it gets a heck of a lot easier to do. I've had my thermometer sitting in here with my in my jug. We're going to see where she's at already, which I'm sure is going to be plenty damn hot. But just to give you an idea of what I do on that part. So we're going to continue to slosh it around. And get that wort cooled down pretty good. And then I'll see you when we're putting her in the jug. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes and we are at 66 degrees, which is nice because I want to pitch this thing a couple degrees cooler than the fermentation temp. And we're going to use 68 degrees as the fermentation temp. Sorry, I got a little ahead of myself there. We're going to go ahead and dump the star sand solution. I do that star sand solution early because it allows me to continue to feed the water into it as the foam dies down. So while we're not going to fear the foam, we don't want to rinse it out. It keeps it down to a much more manageable level, so it's not in excess. So there's that. We've got our stir bar that we've been sanitizing in the aluminum foil. We've sanitized this funnel, and we're going to try not to pour this too aggressively because we sure as heck don't want to spill wort. So slowly she goes. We're going to be able to eyeball it and tell if it's about a liter and 3/4. I don't care if I get brake material or any of that nonsense in here. It's just a starter beer. Put this off to the side. As you can see here, that looks to be about 1.7 liters. We're going to wash this stuff here in a little bit. Now all we're going to do from this point, shake this up. This thing has been sanitized with the bubbles heading over the top of it. I'm not going to touch this with anything. However, being shaken, there we go. Pour that puppy right in there. There we go. That's in. Dump the star sand out of the aluminum foil. Cap it. There is our starter. So we are going to go put it onto the stir plate. Alright, she's awfully dark, but that's good. I just keep this in the same freezer as my fermenter. We're going to turn the rheostat down because this is a fairly small starter. It doesn't take much for this thing to pull vortex. So it sounds like she's moving already. We're going to turn it up. See what happens. You can hear it. She's moving around in there. And there, see what we can do. I can see it spinning. When it pulls vortex all the way down, it'll throw it. You can kind of hear it getting crazy in there. Alright, she's moving around in the middle. I can tell by the way she's shaking. That'll settle out and we'll leave this, and we'll come back when high crossing has been reached. We'll pull her off and throw her in the fridge. See you then.